Trump admin releases Epstein docs, targets Obama-era intel. In a bold move that has stirred significant debate, the Trump administration has intensified its focus on immigration and diversity initiatives, particularly targeting scholarship programs for students who were brought to the United States illegally as children. This initiative was announced on Wednesday, with the Education Department pledging to investigate 5 universities that provide financial aid to students enrolled in the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals DACA program, commonly referred to as Dreamers. The administration contends that these scholarship programs infringe upon civil rights laws that prohibit discrimination based on national origin, as they are exclusively available to DACA students, and not to U.S. citizens. These universities offer financial assistance to DACA students primarily because these individuals, being non-citizens, often lack access to federal financial aid. However, the political and legal scrutiny surrounding these programs has prompted some institutions to reconsider their policies. Critics, particularly from the Republican Party, argue that such initiatives divert essential resources away from American students. Craig Traynor, the acting Assistant Secretary for Civil Rights at the Education Department, stated, "Neither the Trump administration's America First policies nor the Civil Rights Act of 1964's prohibition on national origin discrimination permit universities to deny our fellow citizens the opportunity to compete for scholarships because they were born in the United States." The universities currently under investigation include the University of Louisville, the University of Nebraska-Omaha, the University of Miami, the University of Michigan, and Western Michigan University. A spokesperson for the University of Louisville confirmed that they were informed of the investigation and are currently reviewing the claims made by the government. The other institutions either declined to comment or did not respond immediately. The complaints prompting this investigation were filed by the Legal Insurrection Clinic, a conservative organization advocating for free speech and diverse viewpoints in education. William A. Jacobson, the founder of the clinic's Equal Protection Project and a law professor at Cornell University, emphasized the importance of ensuring equal access to education for all students, including those born in America. This latest action is part of a broader campaign by the Trump administration against colleges and universities, which has included significant threats to funding for top educational institutions. Many of these efforts have been particularly focused on non-citizen students. In a related context, federal agents have detained some international students for expressing pro-Palestinian views, and the administration has also scrutinized Harvard University's participation in the student visa program. In a separate but related development, a federal judge in Florida has denied a request from the Justice Department to release grand jury transcripts from the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. This decision came after the government sought to unseal these documents, indicating ongoing legal complexities surrounding the Epstein case. In the realm of international trade, President Trump has recently announced a significant trade deal with Japan, which includes a 15% tariff on Japanese exports to the U.S. This tariff is the highest rate faced by Japanese goods in decades, and has been met with a sense of relief in global markets, as it is lower than the previously threatened 25% tariff. The deal is expected to foster increased imports of American cars and agricultural products into Japan, alongside a substantial investment commitment from Japan to the U.S. economy. The trade agreement with Japan is seen as a pivotal moment in Trump's trade policy, which has been characterized by aggressive tariff threats aimed at various countries to negotiate better trade terms. The administration has also reached preliminary agreements with other nations, including Britain and Vietnam, although the specifics of these deals remain to be fully negotiated. As the Trump administration continues to navigate these complex issues, it raises important questions about the balance between national interests and the rights of individuals, particularly in the context of education and immigration. What are your thoughts on the administration's approach to these matters? Do you believe that targeting scholarship programs for DACA students is justified, or does it undermine the principles of equal opportunity? Share your opinions in the comments below. Obama slams Trump's treason claims over Russia probe political firestorm. Is this just political theater? Or is there a deeper story behind claims of treason at the highest levels of government? Former President Barack Obama's office recently fired back at President Donald Trump's explosive accusation that Obama and top officials orchestrated a treasonous plot to tie Trump to Russia following his 2016 election victory. In a stark response, Obama spokesperson Patrick Rodenbush dismissed the charges as bizarre, describing them as a ridiculous and weak attempt at distraction. In an unusual move, since, according to Rodenbush, Obama's team does not typically engage with the White House's constant nonsense and misinformation, the spokesperson explained that the allegations were so extreme they warranted a formal rebuttal. Rodenbush pointed out that the document released the previous week in no way undermines the widely accepted conclusion that Russia attempted to sway the 2016 election, though it ultimately failed to manipulate actual votes. He added that this finding was further confirmed in a 2020 report by the Senate Intelligence Committee, then chaired by Marco Rubio. But here's where it gets controversial. President Trump went on to classify the declassified intel as treasonous, alleging that Obama and his advisors had deliberately started the Trump-Russia probe out of politically driven malice. Trump's comments came after Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard publicized previously classified documents that, in her view, showcase manipulations of intelligence.